Welcome back to the Bible Reading Project. It is Thursday, hoping to inspire you to read your Bible every single day, zero excuse. I'm with my almost BFF. What'd you call yourself?
Mediocre friend.
I'm with my mediocre friend, Miss Missy Peterbilt White. I got to give shout out to him all week. Your sweet hubs. Most people don't know this about me and Mr. Peterbilt. I golf with him every week. Have you ever gone golfing with him?
Never.
Incredible.
Really?
You should go golfing with him some. Well, I don't know. No, it'd probably be too tense. Yeah, it'd be too tense. Because why'd you hit one in the water? Yeah. You've lost 12 golf balls.
He doesn't go running with me, so I'm not going to go golfing with him.
That's good. But he and I golf every week. He's so fun to hang out with. We have so much fun laughing and cutting up. So thank you for sitting in. Because Ryan's gone. You know what Ryan did to me?
What did he do?
He walked up to me at church and said, I won't be on the Bible reading. I'm leaving early. And just left me alone. And so thank you, because all you were going to do is sit in and talk about your run streak. How many, it's Thursday, but how many days again? 11?
1,124 today, so it'll be more by then. Yeah.
That's amazing. I just love it. So thank you for sitting in. Thank you for the hubs. We found out a little about you. We found out if your children come home with tattoos, they would be, you'd scrub them off with a wire brush. I like that. This is very much matter of fact. Come home with a mom tattoo. I will scrub it off with a wire brush. But you liked mine.
I do.
So thank you. You at least like the story.
Well, because I love your wife. So
she's precious. Yes. She does not watch the Bible reading show. She will even tell you I don't want. But look at her smile. She sucked me in.
Oh.
That's 32 years ago. Look at her smile. Her smile's like, he reads the Bible. Aww. He's a preacher. I love him. But she doesn't even watch the show. What would you say to her? Like, my wife doesn't even watch my own show. Oh. If David had a show, would you watch it? Critique him? Honey, sit up straight. Your belly's too big. You talk redneck. I mean, what would you say to him? Or would you just not even pay attention?
I don't know. I mean, he's embarrassing, so I might be too embarrassed.
I think that's what Robin. I
get it. I mean, really.
I think the truth is,
it's probably better for your marriage that she doesn't watch it.
Yes. Because I think she likes me to talk about the Bible because she say you're so smart with the Bible. But when I banter, she says you're just dorky.
Then you start talking about vaccines and
she says you're just dorky, and so I think I embarrass her, and I think she doesn't watch because she doesn't want me to embarrass her with my dorkiness.
Yes.
But brilliantly dorky.
Yes.
But I try to get her just tune into my brilliance, but she won't. But look at the smile. 32 years together. And you said something yesterday that has inspired me so much. Here we are a little older. You like me better with a beard or without?
With the beard.
I do too. My children do too, because I got a huge forehead. She looks pretty all the time.
Yes.
Like, look at that. So here's like 20 years apart. Look at that.
The same.
And then I got on scuba glasses. And so, but we were talking about marriage. You gave an incredible testimony that you had an issue in the marriage, but you learned to forgive. It inspired me. I love it. I'm trying to get you to, you and David to maybe do a weekend, and I hope that works out. We'll definitely work on it to get it.
Just can't be during hunting season.
Yeah, no, I think we should do it during hunting season just to see, like, would he come? Yeah, it would, though. It would be tense, and that might make the weekend better. Yeah. But he loves to hunt. But do you go hunting with him?
Not really. I have like once or twice.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not my thing.
Nah,
and he doesn't like me running out there when the deer, he's trying to shoot the deer. Yeah.
Shh. We got to put deer pee on everything. Yeah. No, I don't like that either. Right. So thank you for sitting in with me all week. It's been fun having you, but I want you to try to open the show.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm going to have Joey clap us back off, and then I want you to practice, because if I'm ever gone, do you think you could sit in the main hot seat over here and like be the host? And we could have Nessa on here, and y'all could banter. Y'all could talk conspiracy and the Bible, because I think you're pretty smart with the Bible.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to clap you off, and then you just do your best opening ever, however you want to open the show.
Welcome to the Bible Reading Project, where we inspire you to read the Bible every day, zero excuses.
That's pretty doggone good. No,
yeah. Is that kind of what it is?
She did the point.
I did the point.
I love it, but yet you don't watch it that much.
Well, I mean, I listen to it. So I'm always busy. So like I'll have it playing on my counter while I'm cleaning my kitchen. So I'm not watching it.
So
I'm
like
listening.
somewhere during
Y'all are
the
a
show, I
podcast.
just say for those people that don't pay attention,
Yes.
that'll be you.
Then I'll go.
Because we have somebody that jumps on a trampoline while they listen to us.
That's funny.
We're trying to get her in here and just while she jumps, because she says, no, I just get on my little tramp and listen. So she's losing weight, which we're inspiring people to lose weight. So
She's on a
jump
jump streak.
So jump streak. I'm on a run streak with you. I'm going to start with day 1 on January. I think I might have dug the hole too deep. You got to inspire me though.
Yeah.
You got to post things. We've already agreed your husband's going to trash talk me.
Yes.
Like you can't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be, no, I can. And so.
You should get him to do it too. That would be funny.
All right.
I mean, he won't do it.
He won't. I would call him right now, but he's in a tree stand. He's not going to answer. Oh, is he home?
Hey, he's taking back the trailer, so call him. That would be funny.
Call David White. I love it. Oh, come on and answer. If it's really David, he will say, hey, people. Oh, this is weird. Like you and your husband on the show at the same time.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
I've got you on the Bible reading show live. Welcome to the Bible reading show, Mr. David Peterbilt White. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. How about you?
I said that just so you wouldn't say something you would regret, so I let you know you were live on the air. Because I have told everybody this week that me and you golf every single Thursday together and you trash talk me.
This is true.
Okay, well, sitting 3 feet away from me, I have my new mediocre friend, Miss Missy Peterbilt White. She's in the studio with me.
Yay.
She said yay. So I have suckered her into you and she doing a Forgiving Forward weekend next year. Would you possibly think about that?
I would do it for sure.
Oh, dude. Aw. Well, so, I don't know.
As long as it's not during deer season.
That's what I said.
That's what she said, and I told her no. I said, we're going to do it in deer season to see if you really love her. But we won't. We'll make sure it's not deer season. Okay, here's the problem, and I need you to help me out, okay? So she's sitting across from me. I will say this. She smells better than Ryan. Her makeup is better than Ryan's, and her hair is better than Ryan's. And in her testimony, she said that she has run 1,124 or 5 days straight without missing a day, which I thought, wow, that's incredibly inspiring. And then it sucked me in. I don't know, like you're married to her, but I got sucked into going, all right, I could do this. I could run every day, 2022, without an excuse, every single day, at least 10 minutes. And so I committed live. Oh, God, we might edit it out. I committed live that I'm going to run every day in 2022, at least 1 mile. And then she came in and said, oh, you should get my husband David to do it with you. And so I'm calling you to see if publicly you want to run 1 mile a day with me every day.
I don't know if I can run 1 mile, but I can fast walk 1 mile with you every day.
So are you in?
I'm in.
So publicly on the air, Mark and David are going to do at least 1 mile every day for 2022, 0 excuses.
0 excuses.
Dude, I am in. Well, you're now my new BFF. I bet we could lose 6 pounds.
At least.
At least. Because Missy said she started at like 240, and that's what I weigh now. And if I could do and weigh what she weighs now, I would ask you, but you're a woman.
Yeah.
I could probably get down to 120, 130.
Probably.
And you, I golf with you, you could lose a little weight.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot, but a little. Because I don't want you to lose a lot because you hit the golf ball too far.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to be too skinny. So are you in with me?
I'm in.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to mark it down, and this is live. So me and you next year, 365 days a year, fast walk or jogging at least 1 mile a day, 0 excuse.
Sounds awesome.
I love you, buddy. Have a good day, Mr. Peterbilt.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love him. That's why I love him.
See,
That
the
right
pressure.
there. I just want to end the Bible reading
binding
show
now.
right now. I know why you married him now. He didn't even balk. He's not like, what? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. So now, is it because I asked him? Because if you said, would you do it every day? He probably would say,
Well, I mean, we do have this thing. He'll say, "Why don't you go hunting with me?" I'll say, "Why don't you go running with me?"
Yeah,
And
see?
then he's like, "Truce." Like,
Truce,
bye,
just
see ya.
get by. See? But me and him, because I've already told him I'm not going hunting with him. I'm like, he's like, "Oh man, come on out. We'll sit in the trailer. We'll go hunting." I'm like, He goes, so I kind of committed. Like, okay, I don't might. So I might go with him. If he does this with me, I'm probably going to go hunt with him in the little trailer.
That'll be fun.
But that's, but I'll probably do. I don't like.
It's like they play fort. It's not even that they're hunting. They're like sitting outside under a tent watching movies.
Oh, I could do that.
They do that.
Oh, well, I might be in. So thank
Around
you.
a little heater.
So thank you for yesterday. We talked about marriage, beautiful wisdom on just forgiving and forgiving for. So I got something else because I know this is important to you, and I want to read it. Matthew chapter 19. Here we go again. One day, this is verse 13, some parents brought their children to Jesus so he could lay his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciples scolded the parents for bothering him. But Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and don't stop them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to those that are like these children." And he placed his hands on them and blessed them before he left. I know your family is incredible, your children.
Thank you.
And you and David are wonderful parents. Tell me the importance from your perspective as a mom, as a parent, the importance of praying and blessing your children.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've homeschooled my kids. My kids are now 21, 18, and 15.
And you've homeschooled all of them. And you're still sane. That's incredible.
Yeah, God's good.
He is. He's a good God.
He's a good God. But so we haven't done the same. I know you've got like a special blessing that you've prayed over your girls forever.
Yeah,
we're not that cool. But we have done some things like because I felt very unqualified to homeschool them. Like that was just intimidating from the beginning. But our prayer for our kids has always been, Lord, help them to learn the things that they need to know for the future that you have planned for them. Okay. Because we know that's going to be different.
Is that written somewhere? Did you write that blessing down, or is it just a prayer you pray every day?
That's just a prayer that I started praying when Cameron was 4.
Okay.
When I was starting his preschool, and because I felt
now,
like,
what is it again?
Lord, help me to help my children learn what they need to know for the future that you have planned for them.
Okay, great.
Because that's going to be different. You know, they're not going to be the same thing. They're not going to need to excel in the same subjects or whatever, because he's got a different purpose for each of my kids and for each kid. You know, and so and that helps us to, we've never compared our children to each other or whatever as far as academics or anything, and we're just trusting that how God has wired them and what the plans he has for them, he's going to help them learn the things that they need to know for the future he has planned for them. And that's including like the people that he allows to come in and out of their lives, and just the different experiences and all that. And we have always, ever since they were little, we've had like little family meetings or prayer meetings or whatever.
Okay.
We usually do that on Sunday nights. Okay. It's not every single Sunday night, but we try to make it consistently on Sunday nights, that we just have a family prayer time and just stay connected, like present our requests before God together and all that. But what was your overarching question there?
The power of praying and blessing your children. How that have you seen that impact your children to be a mom and a dad that pray and bless them?
I think so. Like we've seen God do things in their lives, like things that we've prayed for, collectively as a family, and things that just David and I have prayed for our children. And we've seen God, working in their lives that way. And I just trust and believe that, that blessing, I know that I'm where I am today because of prayers prayed over me by my parents and my grandparents. And I'm trusting that God's doing things beyond my comprehension through my prayers for my children and their children. So
yeah, in this passage, it says Jesus laid his hands on them and then he blessed them, right? Tell me, you got 3 kids, right? What are their ages again?
Cameron's 21, Becca's 18, and Brooke will be 15 in 2 weeks.
So you got some good years behind you. You've earned some wrinkles. You've been in the valleys and the hills and had probably good conversations of kids working through life. Tell me from your perspective as a parent, when we talk about blessing our children, the importance that you see that words have in the development of a kid, the kind of words we speak over them or to them, and the power of words in raising a kid.
as you're saying that, like, there have been many times that David and I have like anointed them with oil and prayed over them. We do this every year at the beginning of the school year.
Okay.
Now with Cameron, that's, he's out of school now.
Yeah, sure,
forever. Sure. But we've prayed over them. We've prayed against fear. We've helped them like with relational stuff, praying that God will direct their path with relational stuff. And I don't know. I really feel that like us, even when we hear them say things like, well, I'm dumb or this is stupid, we're really quick to say, what does God's word say about you? Not, don't, be careful with what you say, and we also, I don't know, we're very family centered, so we're always, make sure that you put your trust first and foremost in God and then your family and then.
Yeah, I think grow with our girls, right? And I'm not saying Robin and I did it perfect. I don't think any parent does. We look back and go, probably wish I could have, should have. We learn as we grow and we learn as we go through it. But it was a lot of times we would have their friends come over and they're like, it's so peaceful in your home. Like your family gets along with each other, So I do know that kids who would come into the house that were friends that maybe didn't grow up with Christian parents or parents who were really, hey, we don't talk that way. We don't speak death. We speak life over each other. It does create an atmosphere that we might be so comfortable with. It's just home. Right. But when other people come into it.
We've had people mention that to us in our home too, that there's just a Spirit of God there.
And I think when a mom and a dad, or maybe it's a single mom or single dad, I think when we really make a priority to speak life and to make spirituality part of the whole process, I think you can feel it. I think other people who may not know God can come in and go, something's different here. I know one of the girls recently came over to the house with one of my older daughters, and they said, your house is just so peaceful. I love being here, right? So I do believe that we can create homes where our kids aren't afraid to talk to us and aren't afraid to say. So real quickly, growing kids up, how did you create a home atmosphere where your kids would talk to you about problems versus being afraid of you? Or did they? Would your children come and talk to you about a problem if they had one? How did y'all work that out?
Well, we've always been very transparent with our kids, maybe even to a fault. Like, the testimony I shared earlier, we didn't have the luxury of shielding our children from that. They were very aware for their ages. Sure. Cameron was 12, Becca was like 9, and Brooke was like 6. So Brooke pretty much, I don't know what she remembers of all that, but we didn't get the luxury of shielding them from like the worst stuff that we went through as a family. But the good side of that is that they were able to see the power of God's restoration, and they were able to see that there's nothing we can't go through. When we do have those family prayer times, we talk about things. When there are issues, whether it's like, friendship issues or whatever. I mean, a lot of times we talk about those as a family, not to speak poorly of someone, but just how do you, like, because you're never going to, like I said earlier, it's impossible that no offenses will come. So how do we walk through this? Because Forgiving Forward has become a family thing for us. And it wasn't just to help it did obviously help our marriage, but it has really become a foundation of how we parent, how we teach our children to get along with other people. That, sometimes people are going to be terrible to you, but are you going to take that bait and, get trapped in that offense, or are you going to forgive that or whatever? Yeah. And so we've had those kind of like transparent, vulnerable, we'll talk about anything with you things. And I'm not saying that, our children are perfect and all that, because there have been times where the enemy has like pulled a kid out and they go get into something, but Holy Spirit is so faithful, and, he tells us like not maybe exactly what it is, but that there's something. And so there have been times that David and I have gone to one or two of them and we're like, something's going on, and we know there's something going on. And so when you want to talk to us about it, we're here. And then it's like, the confessional comes or whatever, and they know that we're not going to think any less of them. We love them just the same. There's nothing that you can do to make us love you any more or any less. And even if you get a tattoo, but don't get a tattoo. Right. But,
no, I agree.
But totally. There's nothing you can do. And it's created that learning opportunity. Even though we've prayed against fear and stuff for our kids, there have been times where they have been trapped by the enemy in a severe trap that we've been able to get them out of. And and they were able to experience that freedom and that love. I might be being too vague, but it's personal stuff. But
right, sure,
to just know that they can come to us with things that people wouldn't even know about. I mean, their closest friends may know some stuff, but this is life.
I think in all my years of counseling, right, 32 years of pastoring, so I've counseled a lot. I'm not a pro, I don't have a degree in it, but I counsel people and help. I'll probably say I help people. I give advice. It's amazing to me how many children are afraid of their parents to tell them that I have this problem. I'm gay. I'm pregnant. I'm having sex. I'm addicted to porn. They'll come and pour it all out to me or to a youth pastor or to Ryan or to a friend. Mm-hmm. But when I say, have you ever talked to your parents? Oh my God, no, I couldn't tell them. And it's amazing when you realize the family is spiritual. It's not just natural, it's spiritual. Mm-hmm. How much the enemy works to destroy marriages, first through divorce, like we talked about a few days ago, and then not only through divorce, but through trust, where a kid would never trust a parent because they're going to take my phone, they're going to ground me, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh my God, no. And so the thing that's helped me the most, and Robin, to be a parent, is something God gave me years ago, and this is the way I got it. From 0 to 10, I walk in front of my children, and I guide them. This is the way you will go. From 10 to 15, I walk beside my children, and I teach them how to make choices without being afraid. And then from 15 to the rest of their life, I walk behind them. And because I think a lot of times we don't teach kids how to make decisions because they're so afraid if they fail, they'll get in trouble. Right. Well, if I make a wrong decision, you're going to ground me. If I do something stupid, I'm in trouble. And so I told all my girls, I'm your best friend when it comes to being able to help you because I know you better than anybody. Your mother knows you better than anybody. So when you're in trouble, don't be afraid of me. The only reason you should be fearful is if you sneak and hide and lie because I can't help you.
Right.
If you're doing all that, I cannot help you. But if you come to me and say, I have a problem, if you come to me and say, I've done something wrong, if you come to me and say, I'm struggling, then would I ground you for that? No, I'm going to help you. And so that's what I always encourage parents is a lot of times we still treat the 11, 15-year-old like they're 3.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. I'm taking your phone. You go to your room. I mean, that's what we do to kids. And we're not teaching children how to make decisions. I love what you said. We just get together and we pray and God talks to me and David. We hear the Lord. We try to direct, but yet we're not teaching our children how to hear God. We're not teaching them, well, you're 13. Mom, should I be able to go here? No, you're not going. And I think one of the things I really worked with my girls is, well, before I answer, why don't you go to the room and pray? And why don't you come back tomorrow or 2 days later and you tell me what you think you heard God tell you, and then let's chat about it. Well, you get a 14 or 15-year-old hearing from their parent. Why don't you go to your room and pray and ask God what you should do? And let them come back, because that's how we guide. It's how we direct. It's how we help them hear God. It's how we help them understand it in choices that they make. And I think in that we build better, stronger families because the children trust us. The children realize we're human too. But at the same time, we're giving them grace. Here's the way I teach it. Grace to make a decision without failure because we're here with you. And we can help you not have devastation of impact by doing something so stupid because we're with you in the decision you get to make. And I think that's a challenge for a lot of parents. We want to make all the decisions for them. And then when they're 18 and 19, send them out and hope that they can make decisions. They've never made a decision yet.
Right.
Because we're fearful, we're nervous, and we're afraid. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's going to be one more day. Will you stay one more day?
Okay.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed.